All right, now welcome to SE Custom Designs, where we're doing a weekend episode of Have a Cup of Coffee with SE Custom Designs. We just basically chill a little bit in the wood shop and bring up really any subject. And the subject that is going to come up now for this lovely Saturday is what's in the box. All right, so I'll give you a clue. It's from Rockler. Not sponsored by Rockler. But I do get a lot of tools and jigs and those types of things from Rockler because they know how to give you that product right in the money, right where the money is, right where your budget can probably afford whatever it is that you're thinking about. Plus, they sell other vendor products. I'm looking around here. There's another company called MLCS. It's another woodworking company that sells tools at a reasonable price. You may have seen my videos on the drill press table that you can put on there. I've waited forever to actually get to the point where I put on a drill press table. And that company, not only did I buy that from them, I bought the horizontal router table. Look up these videos. I do complete reviews on them. I give you the good, the bad, the ugly, mostly the good and the useful. I'm looking at my phone and I see dust on the lens. One moment, please. Does that feel better? All right. Without further ado, let's get to it. Let's see what's in the box. Oh, by the way, this is the part of the Saturday episode. You gotta pour that French press coffee. Boy, is it good. Very, very good. My wife bought me that for my birthday. And it sat there for the longest time. I didn't use it. And then one day, there you go. Used it once. Now I use it all the time. I need to make sure that if I drop that below a certain level, you'll still see it. Oh, you do. Good. I put the camera, it's got two modes basically. Close up and far away. So here we go. Oh, please look up the review on the P320 Ryobi pin gun. I just released that video today, which is Saturday, March I'm losing track of time. It is maybe, well, I can't even tell from there. All right. Enough talking. Open it up, right? Let's see what we got. I think I got several things that I've been eyeballing. Okay, this was one of the things I was eyeballing. This is the Rockler Perfect Miter Setup Blocks. Okay, and the idea behind this kit, as I understand it, is that you can create one setup block for 4, 5, and 6 sided frames, one for 7, 8, and 9 side frames, and one for 10 through 11 and 12 side frames. Okay, so and this jig here is to be used on your table saw. So I thought that was a pretty smart thing to buy. I remember making my octagon shelves. If you don't know how to make octagon shelves, please do a search in my channel. We go over how to do that. I first started creating the blocks on the chop box, which is over on my left, and then the table saw, which is behind me. The table saw seemed to be the winner. So this jig here is going to, I believe, allow me to make to set those angles for making those cuts safely on the table saw. The perfect miter setup blocks. Quickly and accurately set your table saw miter gauge to cut miters for 4 to 12 segmented assemblies. Okay, so we're not going to actually unbox that just yet. Okay, this is just what's in the box. Okay, so that's that. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get the lathe this year in 2021 because of, like all of us, we're all going through struggles financially. So I'm not going to be able to do that this year. I was hoping to pull the trigger on that, but instead I'm just going to get just small things like this. All right, I got the number 12 intent. It's instant drive tapered drill bit in countersink. Okay, this is 732 tapered countersink for drilling holes for number 12 screws. Countersink head adjusts for screw length, part of the Insta Drive system for quick changing, drilling, and driving. Now, I decided I was just going to go ahead and order several of these. And so I did. Because they're that useful. I bought their set that comes in a black pouch, and it comes with 3 of these, and maybe different sizes, and it comes with other things with it as well. So I have that set over somewhere, and so I find it so useful. I just want to basically have these at various stations in my wood shop. I have, I'll take you off the mouth. So I'm expecting some more things to come in. I got this, I hope I purchased this. It is a unit where you can take your drill and set it down and put a bit on it, and then that is going to be able to go straight up and down. And the idea of that is the portability of that jig, where you can move it anywhere in the shop as opposed to the drill press. So as I said, oops, sorry about that, folks. I'm famous for knocking into my tripod. Let me take you off power there. So typically what I would do, what one would do is you would come over here and you could carry out that operation, put the drill bit in, and then drill. Now, so this is this MLC, not sponsored by them, drill press table. I thought it was a really nifty thing to get. Finally pulled the trigger, like I said. But the limitation, as you can see, is going to be where this comes down and how much space we have from here to here. Now this unit comes with these adjustments here. I could loosen that and I could move it back and get some more distance. But still, you're going to have a limitation there. All right. So that's that. So let's try to swing around nice and easy. That's this episode of Saturday in the shop. So we got this, several of these. I find them very, very useful. I'll put the description down below in my link, as a link. Okay, and then we got this. So I'm looking forward to unboxing that, and we'll certainly unbox it and demo it for you. All right. So in the meantime, I got to figure out what happened to that other part that didn't quite come. I think it's coming directly from the vendor, which is not Rockler woodworking. So I think that's the case. All right. Just if you've never seen my videos before, let me give you a real quick tour. We won't get into anything that you see necessarily, But just know that I didn't just start yesterday. I've been at this for a while, and I really, really enjoy. You can, they say you can look in a man's or a woman's toolbox and you can see what it is they're all about. And as if you look around my shop, you're going to see a lot of different tools that they all have their place. I made a box like this. This is munitions box. This was my I wanted to do two at the same time, so that I had one in my possession. The only difference is this is a pintails pin. I did the other guy's unit in dovetail. All right, so this is a wood bench that I inherited. Somebody said, "Hey, do you know anybody who's a woodworker?" And my name came up. I was very grateful, and they gave me this because they were moving out of state. And this is really, really heavy duty. It's joined up 2x4s and 2x6 and that type of thing. Oh, look up that episode. We did an episode not too long ago on making signs using this. Then I went and I bought this one, which has smaller font. So that's what that is. I used to keep my dovetail jig in there. And now it lives somewhere else. There's not much in there really. What I try to do is have the tools out. This is really my nostalgia here. Just old tools that actually work. As a matter of fact, this guy here doesn't work. I found him somewhere. But my sister Karen in Pittsburgh, I live in upstate New York at this time for many years, but before that overseas. But she gave me this. I looked at it. She says, "Oh, would you like it?" I said, "Yes." It actually works, my friends. So isn't that cool? Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Did an episode on this. This is the Works bench that comes with clamps and sliding clamps, and it's really, really, really strong and versatile. Look up that video. Come on over here. We have an inexpensive porter cable unit. I'm looking at it. I'm forgetting what the name is. I want to call it a jigsaw. It's not a jigsaw. So there you go. Its quality is not really the best, but at least I have one in the shop. And if I have to do those critical cuts, that this type of tool, with any luck, I'm going to see what the name of the thing is. So he is the PCB 8375SS. All right, so I know I'm going to hear about this from my subscribers. You bought something, you don't even know what it's called. Well, there you go. All right, so this is an amazing dust collection system. It's the Vortex cone particle separator. So there's like a cone inside that causes the material, once it comes up and in, it has to go through this little vortex, and it spreads everything out. Does this will suck down to 5 microns of the dust. That's the stuff that kills you. So when I was younger, I really didn't think too much about that, and didn't really create a lot of dust. Now that I'm in this, which is my home for the past 21 years or so, I have to be concerned about that. I should probably get the unit that goes up into the ceiling that constantly takes in any dust that might come from other areas and whatever. So here is the jet. Oh my Lord, I love this unit. This is a 14-inch jet bandsaw, and I've had the best of opportunity on it. Things have broken on it. I've fixed things, and mysterious jams what happened here, there, and yonder. Look up the episodes where I I fixed this. I had to replace this piece here. It broke. One of the things from the factory is this piece, which holds all this bar here, and then all this pressure that comes against it. This piece was leaning this way. So when I replaced it, I leaned it this way. And that's probably what broke it. And I had to repair and fix something else in this unit. So it's good to get that experience when you're working, so you can and what makes this guy here, this particular jet bandsaw, unique is it has a cabinet. Often what you'll see is just a total waste of space down there, but this has a cabinet. Pretty cool. Yep. Again, this is the Chillin' with Steve, SC Custom Designs in the Woodshop with the French press. This here is my workbench. I got this many years ago from a company that used to be in business around here. You're hard pressed to get woodworking places up here. There aren't any. I'm in the Albany, Schenectady, Troy area in upstate New York. It's pathetic that there's no place you can go to buy just tools for woodworkers. I don't know why. Besides, it may be a dying trade, which I believe is truly the case. But yeah, I got this from the Shopsmith. That's what that company was called, the Shopsmith. So if you don't have anything like this, you're going to want to get this stand from Rockwell. You can raise and lower it so that it's an off feed for the table saw or whatever it is that you need it for. That being said, this is my Delta Contractor table saw. Gets a lot of use for me. Lots of use. There's a radial arm saw there that was gifted to SC Custom Designs, as was this Craftsman workhorse of a table saw that's belt driven, my friends. There's the sign that I made, the first sign. It's just sitting there long enough to start cracking, which I think gives it character. But that was my very first attempt making my very first sign from the Rockler font set. So we have to work on that as we have time. Look up the episode where I made this. Yep, this here holds, you got it, toilet paper. Really big industrial toilet paper. So when COVID hit, my daughter-in-law bought these really huge papers. Okay, so this is a router table. I have an inexpensive skill router in there. And here is looks like I got to clean my shop up again. Here is the horizontal router table. So horizontal versus vertical. I didn't even know they made a horizontal router table. And so, yeah, look up the episodes on it. You basically lift this. This whole thing is, the router is connected to this plexiglass, and then you turn the handle. Once you unlock it, here and down there, they're going to redesign this apparently. I gave them my 2 cents because I thought it was really sloppy and inconvenient the way it works. So, but I'm very glad to have that in my shop. Very, very useful tool. Another pegboard. So stuff over here that's not used every day, but certainly it is used. So, yep, lots of fun in the workshop. Tucked away is a level, really, really, really long level up there. I think it's 73 inches. And then there's that company again, the Shopsmith. These are for joining up wood. And the beauty of this unit is it's kind of crowned. The top piece, the bottom piece is crowned. So when you tighten it up with those handles there, it's going to squeeze starting in the middle and then come down to the ends. And it's going to push from both sides in. You can lock it right in there. It's a really, really ingenious system. Looks like I paid, I'm trying to figure out the price, $37 maybe, which is not bad, but you pay more than that now. That, you know, like I said, that company was local, and then they just couldn't make it. I was so disappointed. Still am disappointed. Yeah, the various things. The Craig system for pocket holes is really, really a useful, very, very useful unit to have in your arsenal. Japanese coping saw, which is that blade there is round, so you can cut in any direction instantaneously. This is an oscillating sander, Grizzly, one of the companies, various companies that make it, and this goes up and down the drum, up and down, and it's portable. You can mount that, of course, if you needed to. There's my other pin gun that I got. That's a 23 gauge pin gun. Yes, I had to think about it. They all look alike. So, and then I went cordless, and I switched over from Ryobi to DeWalt. They cost more money. There's a reason for it, right? You get better quality, but I still find great value in this because I have experience using the 18 gauge. Yeah, things, I picked this up in a woodworking show where Alex Snodgrass was the bandsaw king. It was really nice to meet him in person. But I bought this down there for the table saw. It pushes your stock against, it secures your stock on a table saw. All right, you're not gonna want to not get a GRR Ripper. Not sponsored by any of the companies that I'm showing you. Okay, just got to keep repeating that, I guess. But that is a very safe way to hold down stock. I have 2 of them. And this here is the whole kit and caboodle. Where it breaks down, you can use more or less of it and configure. So the blade is going to go right between here, away from your fingers, which is the key. I also have this new thing where I have a tape measure everywhere. Every station. Then I will use them, move them, and there you go. This is also from GRR Rip Block, but this guy here is a lot smaller. And yeah, you want to keep these guys where you're going to be using them. Typically, is on a table saw, or yeah, even on a bandsaw. Oh, we're over here. Let's look. There's the chop block, the chop box. This is a DeWalt. This was also gifted to SE Custom Designs. Very, very grateful. This was gifted to SE Custom Designs. This is a 6-inch jet jointer. Awesome, awesome tool. I'll be using that shortly for a very crude project. We're making a Dragon bandsaw box out of, I believe it's this piece of wood here. So it's still, believe it or not, drying out. So I'll probably make a couple, but this is specifically going to be for this restaurant here. Mr. Wasabi makes the best food ever. Really, really good. The owners are just really, really kind and very, very nice folks. So, all right, I've been yanking on for quite a while, haven't I? 23 minutes so far. But then again, this is supposed to be just fun and informative. This here is a drill set. I think it has 333 pieces inside of it. Everything you'd ever need. This is the Helix, which I still have not put on my, I saw something yellow, the tank, so I thought that was it. The planer. And that planer is over here, hiding behind my flag. So, and we got stuff under here. There's an inexpensive unit from, I'm forgetting the name of the company, but 14-inch oscillating spindle sander. I'm having a great time forgetting the names of the companies these days. but this is the place where you can get very inexpensive tools. Harbor Freight, it came to me, Harbor Freight. So and then there's all the wood. This has become a nightmare of mine, a little bit of a lack of discipline. I just buy, I don't mean buy, pick up wood, and then I would stack it in my wood station. There's so much of it I can't even get at this area, so that's another 2021 episode. And the Rikon, I have a Rikon bandsaw, can't even get to that guy either. So it's very important to try to get those disciplines. All right, let's go ahead and end it. Hey, let's put a tool away. They all go there. Oh, this goes here. Thanks for coming in. About 75 types of hardwood. That poster was a really nice find. That poster there, and I have this other one hanging up here. This is the various wood joinery that you're probably going to employ in your wood shop. Thanks again for stopping by. Another episode of Saturday morning in the wood shop with the coffee. Take care. God bless. Shalom uvracha. Masalami tot sin tzachen. Take care.